Everyone, so welcome back to my channel. You don't know this, but I've tried to record this video so many times. It actually started off as a get ready with me. Sorry, I have a cup of decaf coffee, and my mom was actually here when I started it, which I didn't mind. And my kids broke the baby gate to the bathroom, which we don't even have because of our kids, because we have a senior citizen cat that is like special needs and has to be secluded to the bathroom. I mean, it was like hot mess express. Like, it was almost funny, but I kept losing my train of thought and I could feel my thoughts going everywhere. So I went and got some water and some decaf coffee. I wrote some notes and I brought the weekly from today at Weight Watchers. So let's all, I don't know if you're relaxed right now or not, but I'm going to take a deep breath. So maybe two. Okay. So I have Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood on. My daughter is playing Princess in her room. It's shockingly quiet. Let's see how long this lasts. I'm sorry, my coffees are really hot. I hate that noise, but so today, week 20? I think this is week 20. I had my kids today, which is, I generally have the most every day, but Fridays, especially in the morning, like a half day, they generally go to my in-laws, and that's when I go to my Weight Watcher meeting. And when I do I try to do like any shopping or just things that aren't really fun to do with children. Small, I have a 2 and a 4-year-old. But my in-laws couldn't watch them today. My mom obviously goes to Weight Watchers, and I don't know if I said this in my last video or not, but my dad actually got pretty sick last weekend. He had a kidney infection and he's just starting to feel better. So it's just motherhood. Some days are like that, and it didn't go as planned. So I did go weigh in. I just didn't stay for the meeting because I don't know why I feel the need to tell you all this, but Winter, she's 4, and she would have been really good. It's just her nature, and she's 4. Diesel is 2. He would have not wanted to sit still and talk. It just would have turned into the Winter and Diesel show, and that's not fair to anybody, because I'm just gonna try not to rant too much here, but my Friday morning meetings are like my time. They are my me time. I really love my group. I love my leader. I feel like we've all really bonded. I feel like we all started at the same time too. I don't know if that's weird, but we all like start around the same time. I'm getting sad actually now that I missed it. And I know they were like, oh, just bring them. And I'm like, no, y'all don't understand. They're pretty crazy. Love them, but it's challenging. So I'll just get on to it. So I gained 1.4. I wasn't surprised. I had a feeling I would gain because basically last weekend I went pretty hardcore on my weeklies that I didn't even count. Like, I don't know, things got really, like, our plans got changed because my dad did get sick, which is not like, I don't like to say that because he was really like he was really sick and he's just really tough and didn't want to admit it, I think. And so they were watching Winter, and she was actually going to spend the night at their house. And my in-laws had Diesel, and Lawrence and I were going to like maybe go see a movie or something. I don't know. We hadn't even like really figured out what we were going to do. So that's what I mean. It's not that big of a deal. But what happened was we were going to go eat, and then that's when my dad called and said, like, I'm really sorry, but you're gonna have to come get her, which was fine. We just had to drive a lot. I love it. You look beautiful, honey. Good job. I put Daniel Tiger on. Bubs is watching it. I'll be out there in a second, okay? Let's try this again. She's so cute though. She loves to do dress up stuff. So I don't know where along the lines I took this as a reason to like just eat, but I did. I ate, and I ate a lot, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't worth it. Like Friday night, I actually went to bed and I was like, I gorged myself. Like, I felt sick, and I was laying there thinking, why did I do this? Like, why? This is not worth it. And then I just kind of throughout the week, it was like I wasn't counting my points. I'll totally admit to that. I've been really bad at tracking. I did not track at all. I don't think I did this past week. And I was still, you know, we keep Weight Watcher food in the house, but if you're not tracking, it catches up. So anyway, gained 1.4, but the weekly, which I went back and got because I've made this video 800 times, was about weight loss myths. And I thought they were interesting. They are, what is it? I don't know if I can say it. Weight loss myths debunked. So I thought it was really interesting. It was basically like some foods can boost your metabolism. You shouldn't eat after 8. Eat certain foods that flatten your belly, which I was like, I'm all about that because that's where your girl carries all of her weight. You should cut out carbs. Losing weight will wreck my metabolism. Excuse me. So it just kind of, I had to make a list. Let me check off. Because I kept losing my train of thought earlier. So I thought that was really interesting. Like sometimes the weeklies, I don't really look at them after I've left the meeting. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But this was really good. I really liked it. So there you go. And then what's also been on my mind, which is totally off topic, but I have been looking for like a job basically. But I have a very long list of certain requirements for a job. And I don't know how to say this without, like, I feel like it sounds very offensive possibly, but I am so like blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. We live on one income. I'd say we live pretty comfortably. Like, I mean, I feel very lucky. And sorry, my hair is just driving me crazy. So like I guess that's why I've been so picky with my kind of job search, as you would call it, because my main priority, it's my kids. And I think if you have kids, that generally is your main priority. But mine is like very different because I don't have to work. And I would like to say we've arranged our lifestyle that way. Like if I did work, we could have bought a bigger, nicer house. We would drive newer, nicer cars. You know, we would go on more vacations. We would we've made sacrifices so that I can stay home with the kids. And if you see our cars, you know what I'm talking about. And that's okay with me. Like, I'm fine with that. But I want to contribute to our household. Like, I don't know. I just really want to. And I think it's important as a mom. It's so easy to get wrapped up in like mommyhood. Especially I have 2 little ones, 19 months apart, 18, 19 months apart, something like that. They're 2 and 4 now. Winter's starting preschool really soon, the day after Labor Day. And I'm really excited for her. And Diesel will start Mother's Day out, which I think will be really good for him, 2 days a week. And it's kind of like leading me into a new direction in life, if that makes sense. For so long, I have been consumed by baby stuff, by toddler stuff, by just all the madness that is out there. There's baby stuff now, and I've loved it, and I've hated it, and I've at times resented it. Not my kids. I love my kids, but it has just been really hard for me, and I feel like no one says, like, I don't know anyone that like would just have told me that before. Like, I have friends now that I talk to and they feel the same way, but I also have friends that are amazing moms, and I'm not sure they do feel that way. I think it's very much a personality thing. So I'm realizing now, as my kids are getting a little older, I can phase into like the next part of life, if that makes sense, which means I would like to do something other than be mom, wife, you know, etc. Does that make any sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. So I have always thought about doing cosmetology. I was very put off by it due to places like Visible Changes. I've had some friends who've gotten their licenses and been like, that's not for me. But then I've also, like, honestly, all of my hairdressers, because since we've moved frequently the past few years, have become like my friends. And they have all, like, rented a booth or a space somewhere, and they just seem really happy and that they love what they do. And I guess now I feel like I might be willing to take that chance and start cosmetology school. Like, I feel crazy saying it, but I think it's because it's something I can do with free range of my kid's schedule. Does that make sense? Like, obviously, if my kid is sick and I have to cancel on clients, that's not good. It's not ideal, but my kids are still my number one priority. And where I think my thinking in that goes is I grew up in a very, like, traditional household. My mom stayed at home, and my mom is amazing. She still is amazing, and she's always been there for me. And I'm not saying if your mom worked, she wasn't. I don't know. That's just my experience. So I want that for my kids. And a lot of jobs that I would be qualified for, like, I'm not like a doctor or something where I can just, I don't even know, doctors probably, you know, I feel like I don't know how to say this without just offending someone, but I want to be able to, if my kid needs me to pick them up because they're sick, or if they're having a Valentine's Day party, I want to be able to be there and go there. You know, they are my everything. So this is where it gets, like, if you're just wanting to hear about my weight loss part, like, I'm done. Pretty much. There's, like, I haven't done it previously for two reasons. One being my confidence, my weight. I've lost like 90-ish pounds. I don't know, this 1.4 kind of. It's like I've lost like 92 pounds. I had lost more. I'm trying to get back there. And just maturity, getting older, realizing not everyone's going to like me, and that's okay. Like, it happens all the time. And before I can remember being like, I would just be so scared if I messed someone's hair up, if I did something and they yelled at me. And now I'm like, well, I mean, anyway, so I've gotten over that part. I got my hair done yesterday, which is why it kind of looks different, or just like she just straightened it. I don't know. Anyway, like, I don't know why I feel the need to tell you that, but I was asking her because I really like my hairdresser here. And I was asking her where she went to school, and I knew she's recently licensed, even though she's older. This was kind of like, she's always wanted to do it, and her kids are, like, off in college. So I was asking her about it, and she recommended the school, and I emailed the school, and I knew that they started classes in August, and that they only offer them like August to August, if that makes sense. Like, it's basically a 1-year program, or like a 10-month program. I think that's right. I don't know. I could be wrong. And she emailed me back and was like, I actually just had someone pull out of the program, and there's a spot open. So if you really are interested, here's the paperwork. And I was just like, and this is the thing, it's actually not going to school that freaks me out. It's not the commitment to it, which I thought might be. It's the fact that I would be going to school Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4, which is not a problem, except for when you have 2 kids. And my kids, their school is from like 9 to 3, let's say. It's around that time. And I just don't know how I would get that to work. And I like literally just got the email today, so I have not really had time to brainstorm about it or anything. It would be such a huge change for everyone. Personally, it's a change I am ready for, but once again, my kids, they're 2 and 4. Like, I am their person. So I don't know if that's a good match right now. I know there's another school that's located a little further away that starts maybe in January, but I don't know. I just want to be, I don't know. So I don't know what I'm going to do. That is like, I can't believe I've talked for almost 15 minutes. And I have not been interrupted 800 times, but the fact that I still ramble so much. But anyway, that's just the gist of what It's kind of been going on in my mind because today has been a tough day at home with the kids. Like, and it's one of those days where I'm like, I feel like I need a different identity other than just being a mom. Like, I don't know. When they're babies, like little bitty babies, it's so different. But now I feel like it's healthy for me. Mentally, it's healthy for me to kind of have an outlet, so to speak. But I also, it has to be the right outlet and it has to fit with our family dynamic. Does that all make sense? I don't know. So let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe some of y'all have gone to school and had kids and had to deal with this. I've never had to deal with this. My mom stayed home. Like, I just never had to work with a schedule, like, or, like working through schedules and figuring out childcare. And I guess it's like it feels like such a huge sacrifice, like 1 year. But then at the same time, it's not, like what you're getting out of it. And I don't know, is it like, I am a Christian and I've been praying about it since I got the email. Like, is this God saying, do this now? Or is this God saying, slow your heels, you still have another year with like you're a child being home for most of the time with you. So we'll see. I'll figure it out. But I just thought I would share that because weight loss it's a whole lifestyle, and I think if you've lost any amount of weight, you know that. So it affects everything, and I just thought I would share that with y'all. Thank you for listening. You would not believe if you saw how much it took to get this done. It's been ridiculous. But I will talk to y'all for sure next week. Maybe you'll see me sooner. I don't know. I always try to, but sometimes it just does not work out in my favor. And I could also ramble on more and more, but I won't. And now that I wrote a list, I'm like, boom, I got it. So I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.